Yes, good morning, everyone. I hope you are able to hear me and you are able to watch my screen. So, any doubts on the last class, what we have discussed, the previous demo? Any doubts here? So, in the last session, we talked about what is Oracle applications, what are different domains we have in Oracle applications here, and then we talked about competitors. Who are the competitors for this Oracle applications? And we also talked about the project's process, how the project will be started. These all options. And then we got an option here, like we talked about different roles and responsibilities this year. Okay. So today I'm going to talk about the application part, how it looks like, and where do we do the technical specifications and all here. So, yeah, material it is there. We'll be discussing about that also. Documentation is very important. We'll talk about the material also. Okay. So here we have remote desktop because we cannot install Oracle applications software in our laptop because it required a lot of time as well as it required a high configuration from the laptop. Okay, that's why we will be using this cloud. It means like remote desktop. We have already the server. Straight away we'll be connecting to the server, a remote desktop. You have to enter username and password here. Here we can see we connected to the application. We are connected to application here. Now this remote desktop has got already Oracle applications here. It's already got Oracle applications here. Now if I connect to Oracle applications first here, let's go to login here. This is the front end for Oracle applications. Here we are going to give the username and password. Connect to Oracle applications. We have username operations, password is welcome. Password is case sensitive, but username is not case sensitive. You can use capital letters or small letters, not a problem. The moment when we log in with applications user here, we can see the list of responsibilities here. A lot of responsibilities. Responsibility is nothing but level of authority where employee will perform some actions. Actions or transactions, we call it as transactions creations. Okay. So when we are working with the Oracle applications here, then we will be able to find the information here. We will have the functional and technical and all. So with Oracle applications, we need AOL. Let me open the document. So here in Oracle applications, we'll find finance modules, supply chain modules, HRMS modules we discussed here. But most of the requirement will be in finance and supply chain management. So finance and supply chain management, most of the requirements. So here, that's why we'll be going to work as technical consultant, as an procure to pay cycle or order to cash cycle. It means we will be eligible for finance technical as well as will be eligible for supply chain management technical. HRMS, CRM, PPM, OTM, and all very few requirements, not much. Most of the why we got most of the requirements in finance and supply is you take any client, finance is mandate because without finance, no question of doing the business, right? So when you say your client is having the finance, means accounting day-to-day transactions, they can use finance module and procurement, sales, and all SCM, supply chain, right? That's why we have finance and supply chain management. Every client, almost every client will implement these two modules. Almost every client will implement these two modules. Here it is. That's why most of the requirements comes from these two domains here. Okay. So when we say finance module or any module, it's a group of forms, reports, and programs. For example, I'm going to call it as a AP module. So what it contains, AP stands for account payables. What it contains AP forms, AP reports, and AP programs. Why we required forms? Forms for data entry. Day-to-day transactions you are going to enter. Why we require reports? That is for analysis. Weekly report, daily report, branch-wise, department-wise, account-wise, expenditure-wise, amount-wise, that we are going to have reports. And then programs. So programs are going to be the reports, or it may be including some logical like data validations and all we are going to have. So that we will be finding here. So forms, reports, and programs, when we combine all these three, then it's going to be a module. Okay, any module, you take any module, then we are going to have these three options. Here it is. So we have finance modules, as I said, supply chain management, manufacturing, HRMS, CRM. In financials, we have account payables, account receivables, general ledger, fixed assets, cash management, project management here. Okay. And then purchasing is under supply chain, inventory, order management, nothing but sales here. Purely manufacturing inventory is part of this WIP, bills of material, product MRP planning is all it comes under here. And then HRMS, core HR payroll is all we will find here. CRM, service contract, service requests, and all we will find under CRM board here. So if client is going to implement Fusion Financials, then I can see only two or three modules here, AP module or AR module. We can find two or three modules if required. Or they can go for entire financial suite. It depends on the requirement. They can go ahead with entire financial suite here. So that's the part of modules and different types of documents. We'll see that later when we are working with that. Now we are discussing about AOL, Application Object Library. It's combination of two modules. When we are working in the projects, we are supposed to have the access to avail, then only we'll be able to work here. So application object library, application object library. Okay. So this is going to be here development and customization of price components. Here we are going to have development and customization of price components. So it's a combination of two modules, system administrator and application developer. System administrator and application developer. These are two responsibilities required when we are going to work as technical consultant. Without these two responsibilities, we will not be able to get it. Let me show you how to add these two responsibilities for our user. First, we'll see how to create a user. Let's open any one of this page. Any page you can open first. I'm going to show you how to create user. Of course, it is our responsibility. Creating the users, adding the responsibilities, customization of responsibility, creating new responsibilities. This all are mandatory. Let's go to change the responsibility. Where do we create users? In system administrator. Just enter name system administrator. Go to security, user, define. So it's the page where we'll be creating the users. We have three colors here, yellow color, white color, and gray color. Yellow color means it's mandatory field. White color means it is optional field. Gray color means it's a read only. You cannot make any changes here. It's a read only option. I'm going to specify the name here. Enter the password. Without responsibilities also we can create a user. But the user can't perform any actions. Just he can log in. I'll just show you. Let me just close. We created one user and we are testing it. Very first time we have to change the password. Because the password, whatever we set, it's manual. For example, once you join in the project, our DBA will create a username and password. He will assign this credentials to us. It means DBA knows our password, right? So obviously, we are supposed to change the password. Otherwise, some other person knows your password. That's a basic principle. That's the reason. Very first time when you are going to log in, you are supposed to change the password here. Now see that who has logged in? John. Mr. John logged into the applications. And I can see that here. Because we have not added any responsibilities to the user. We have not added any responsibility to the user, right? Okay. Now I'll show you how to add the responsibilities to this user. Just log out from here. Now this user wants to develop some reports and develop some forms, configure some profiles. It means EOL access. So we need to log in as admin. Operations user has got admin access. System administrator. You can scroll down like this. Expand here. System administrator. What is the menu? Security, right? That is system administration. So it was wrong. This is correct. System administrator, responsibility, security, menu, user, submenu, define. This is what page open, right? So you can also go through like this navigation directly. User account will be opened. Now I don't want to create user account. My user account already there. I want to make some changes. I would like to add some responsibilities here. Now let me search here. Add the responsibilities. Would like to have system administrator. This system administrator. Save. One more responsibility I'm adding, application developer. Application developer. Save. This is how we will create user account and add the responsibilities to the user. We can modify these responsibilities. We can add this responsibilities to the user as per the requirement. Now let's log out from the current user and log in. Who is connected to the application? Mr. John. And what are responsibilities here? System administrator and application developer we added. Something called application diagnostics. That's for just showing the reports and configuration diagnostics. It isn't required for us actually. So we just added AOL. AOL stands for Application Object Library. It's combination of two responsibilities. One is system administrator, another one is application developer. Okay. System administrator, application developer. Okay. So here, system administrator is for development of reports and programs. If you want to develop any report and program, we do it from here, registration and everything, deployment. If you want to make some menus and responsibilities, profiles and flex fields, we'll do it from application development from here. That's what actually our work. So what is our work? Yesterday we discussed RISE components, right? This is what our job. Development of reports, interface programs and extensions, forms development, application extensions, customizations, personalizations. So all this work we'll do it from here. We are going to do this from here. Okay. So any type of program you can develop. You can develop Linux programs, you can develop Java programs, Python scripts, Oracle programs. Okay. So any parallel script, you can have any type of programs, but mainly we use Oracle. That's why the prerequisition for this course. What is the prerequisition for this course is SQL and PL SQL. SQL and PL SQL. Basic things, if you are clear, real time I'll take up, no problem. You should have basic idea in SQL. You should have basic idea in SQL. What is SQL? How to write select statements? How to write where clause? Okay, so that is required. That is required. The basic SQL is required. So PLSQL and all will take care of that, not a problem. So even SQL real time also will take care of what questions they'll ask you in the interviews and how to answer that. There are frequently questions related for queries 10 to 15 that we can do. No problem. Okay. So SQL and PLSQL is very easy. The only thing is we need to frequently practice on it. The moment when you stop practicing. So for example, today we have done joins practice and we did successfully. And if you don't practice continuously the topic next 4 5 days, after 5 6 days, if you identify or if you try to write a joins, then you feel that it's something you forgot the and all syntax and all here. So that's where the problem it comes. So that's why every day we have to practice that. So we need to prepare in SQL. For example, day one, we talked DML operations and practice DML statements. Day two, statements as well as DDL statements. Day three, again you have to start with the DML, DDL, and clauses. That's a new one. Day four, thanks. This is the perfection in perfection process in SQL and PL. If you say that I did practice successfully DML statements here, do I need to do it again every day? Yes, it's required. Then you can easily crack the interview. So that is the process we required to become master in SQL and PLSQL and get placed and also start working. It will be very easy, like similar to English language. The problem comes is when you do not practice that. Okay, you feel that yeah, I am master in DML statement. Yes, fine, no problem. Take different example and start working here every day. Again, DDL, again clauses. Okay, so that's the process you are supposed to. It means the concept must be on our fingertips always. It must be always on our fingertips. Then you can easily go for the placement point of view. Okay. That we will tell you the real time what they'll expect in the interview point of view as well as project point of view. But the prerequisition for this course is SQL and PLSQL. That's the basic you need to know it. Okay. When from YouTube channel also you can learn. If you are not clear, you can communicate with our admin. They'll provide the videos also, basic videos for SQL and PLSQL. Okay. So if you are clear with SQL and PLSQL, that we do it in Oracle applications, successfully in Oracle applications, we are going to do it. So in Oracle applications, we perform the complete SQL queries as well as PLSQL queries. Where do you write that code? Where do you write that code in Oracle applications? Okay. So that we do it in our SQL developer. We have a tool where you write SQL queries. We have Toad also. Then we have SQL Plus also we have. So we can use any one of this SQL Plus, SQL Loader, sorry, SQL Developer and Toad. Let me go for SQL Developer. This is the tool which we'll be using to connect to your database. So when we say application, this is front end. Let's say we enter data here in system administrator. We created user account, right? Let me open this. We entered data here and we have saved it. And system is showing clearly this information is stored in so and so table in the backend. In this table, we have the record, right? I would like to see that, the table. I would like to see the table. Connect to the backend. Now we are connecting to the database backend. We will be using these tools like SQL Developer, Toad, or we will be using SQL Plus now. Here you can write query. So if I write select statement, start from database user. Control A. Control A means all queries will be selected and executed. All the text will be selected and executed. Showing that here we have the users list. But I don't want all the users list. I need only my username is exist or not. Where class you can filter where username equal to John. Control A, execute. I can see that record here, Mr. John. Created on 4th December 2024. So creation date. It's created by so and so user. Yes. Who has created this record? It's created by one user. Yeah. So this is writing the queries from the backend. So these tables are important. There are some hundreds of tables. You work for any client, same database, same tables, no changes. Only data is different, requirement will be different. So according to that, we have to write the queries. But tables will never change. Excuse me. Okay. So here, the important thing is we need to understand which table stores the information. For example, client will ask you, I would like to get the credit notes which are created in the last quarter. So what is meant by credit note? Credit note is basically it's an returns, material returns. When materials are returning, then we are supposed to get the credit notes here. So that credit notes we will be getting uh, through the table called AP invoices all where type equal to credit note, right? So that's how we will get it. This is SQL. In case if required any program, you want to write some logic like procedures, functions, and packages like PLSQL programs. We also write from here and try to execute this. So I'm just telling you another tool here. The same operations can be done by using Toad also, by using SQL plus also. Syntax, everything is same. Just we have to go for, let's say I'll show you. I just need only two columns here. I need user ID and creation date and created by. Three columns I'm going to select. Just right. So I'll show you how to execute the same query, just copy paste from SQL. Username is apps, password is same, apps post VAS. You can see the same result. Only tool is different. So this is a user-friendly tool, and this is command prompt. And tool also same. See the result. We can use any one of this tool, connect to the database, write the queries and pull the data. Okay. Next, when we talk about programs, let's say you designed a report builder. You have used report builder and you want to go for execute that report. It's very simple. I'll just show you. Open report builder. So report builder is basically select the data from database and display the data. Two things we do in reports. One is data model, another one is layout model. In data model, we'll select the data, and layout model and we'll display the data. So double click on the data model. We'll write queries here. Same query I'm going to write. So once you are clear with the SQL and tables, then same database. Username is apps, password is apps, VAS. And design the layout. So this layout designing, it takes time to understand. So I'll just go for design it. It's very simple. Just take the repeating frame. Whatever the query you have, that you have to link. And whatever the columns you have, that you have to display. That's it. This is for user ID. This is for username. This is for date. This is creation date, right? Three columns, creation date, and this is created by. Three columns. That's it. You can run this report. You can save the report first. Save it as RDF. And generate the output. Right. If you want all the records, you can remove the where clause. You can comment. I need where clause, where order by creation date, and the descending order. I don't want this border lines here. So go to layout. You can choose no line for your fields. Only one border line, that is our repeating. Right. So if you don't want that also, take the repeating frame and say no line. I need report title. So you can have some title here. It's a very simple report. I just given the draft. Oracle applications users report 2024. There is some gap, we can go for adjust. So there is no coding here in the layout. The coding is complete your query, SQL query. As I said, SQL and PL SQL is the prerequisite. So you can go for build this report. So whatever the report we have developed right now, I'm running directly in the report builder. But client cannot run this from here, right? I can't give this source code access to my client. Because if I give this report access, they'll open the query, they may make some changes and all, right? I don't want to give this source code to the client. I just want to give the option. Just when user click on that, output should be generated. Then you have to register this report. This is development. What we have done just now is a development of the report. Whatever the report we have developed, we have to register, or we call it as a deployment. Either you have to go for register or deployment, then user will be able to generate the output. Okay. So in that scenario, we'll come up with this here, deployment process. You need to use first report into the server. Where is your report right now? It's there in our local machine, right? C drive, December 2024. This is my report. We have to upload into server, right? So we will use the tool called WinSCP3. WinSCP3 is the tool for uploading the files and downloading the files into the server. Left side is local machine, December 2024. Right side is your server. We have a standard directory there. We need to place this file. Apple top, PO top, 12.0.0 reports US. This path is different from one project to another project. So once you join in the project, your DBA or your team leader is supposed to tell you what is the path and credentials, username and password. Then only it will allow you to upload the files into server and also for downloading permissions. It's a just drag and drop. You go for drag. We have the server. This is our report. So this report, I want to register, means I want to give some name in the front end so that my client will run that. So for that, you have to do the report registration from the front end, system administrator. So 5 steps are there. First, you have to register your executable, then your program, then you have to register group, and then you have to register responsibility. Then you have to go with the user. Okay. So executable, you can give any name here. So whatever report name is there, where is your report in there in purchasing? Provide this. Description of codes, you can give any. Copy short term and we'll go for registration of the program. Any parameters are there, we'll put in this program here. User report. Short name, you can give any name. Application, you can give any application. First program description. Here we attach the executable. Here we are going to attach executable. Parameters we don't have right now. In case if your report is having some parameters that we already we know that input parameters we'll be discussing. Just right now, simple report, we can define parameters, you can have multiple queries, you can define formula column, summary, placeholder, data links. This is what syllabus, right? Triggers, program units, libraries, templates, this is all. Okay. Now I'm just having simple report. So this program, we have to group it. You can have group. Attach the group to responsibility here. Here we'll attach the standard data group. We'll be seeing that later. Now here we will be attaching our group. So what is meant by responsibility? Responsibility is nothing but indirectly menu. Menu is for opening the forms. You are going to perform the forms here, and then request group is nothing but a group of programs we are going to have. Group of programs we are going to have. And this is data group is for security point of view, internal security point of view, it will be used here. Now that's the responsibility to user. What is our username? Mr. John. Already we added two responsibilities, right? We are adding the new one. See. So we created new responsibility, added this. So let's go for submit. So put, you have not selected our responsibility. Select your responsibility because our reports are here. Go to the request and submit the program. This is same output. We don't get anything different here. So we'll get the same. But client will just choose the option here and run the program. Client means end user. So they can't do anything with our source code. So once we develop the report, I can't give this file access to my employees, right? So obviously you have to make it as front end and availability here. So this is how it will work. Now I can see the output. Same output. So this is what actually the work. So some people used to say that there will be a lot of code and all here, but there is a very simple code you can write SQL and PL SQL, and that is our responsibility to make you strong in that area and do this work. But when you say you are learning this code and start registration, deployment, development, migration, conversion, documentation, then our job will be secured. Means 100% we will get a job, no doubt about it. So because this technology, nobody is there in the market. You can search in Naukri also. You will find a lot of openings for Oracle Apps Technical, and you can easily, we can easily go ahead with that. Yeah. So any doubts here, please?
Hello.
Yeah, please.
Sir, we can add other responsibility instead of like we are using the system administrator responsibility. No?
Yes, we can also add other responsibilities, but if you want to develop any reports and programs, we required system administrator and application developer. And we can also add inventory, purchasing, sales. For example, you developed a purchase order report and you want to test. So how to test it? We have to create a couple of purchase orders. We will cancel a couple of POs. We will approve a couple of POs. Like that, we
Instead
require other responsibilities.
yes, sir. Instead of we are creating new responsibility, we can add into the system administrator no, for running the
Oh, okay.
contract. No?
You want to add your program to the system administrator, is it?
That's what I was like. Is it
Yeah, you can do
like
that. You can also, yeah, that is a part of our syllabus actually. So, for example, you want to run the program from system administrator. So, what you will do first, you have to find out your your responsibility, any responsibility. First, you have to find out your responsibility and what is the group. So, once you find the group, okay, search and include your program here. This is our program name. December 2024 user. Save. So now we can run this program here itself. For any responsibility we can add. That comes actually under, under the responsibility customization menu development. There we get. Yeah.
Sir, suppose the user logs in and runs a report. If there is a situation like this program should be scheduled and whenever it runs, it should trigger an email, the output. Do we cover that also in this course,
Yeah,
sir?
it comes under, yes. It comes under triggering option as well as under busting that we'll be discussing.
Okay.
Busting, XML busting, OF personalizations, this all will be performing here.
Okay. So do you teach the form, creation of forms also,
Yeah,
sir?
it comes forms development, form
Okay.
development, form customizations, and all this we'll be doing it.
Okay.
That's all we did. Forms development practice, I think, on our students that.
Okay. So is there any prerequisite, sir? Is there any other
For forms will
technology?
take up. No. I said the prerequisition for this course, as I said clearly, basic of SQL and PL SQL. Remaining
Okay.
all we are responsible, and we take up that because it's, as I said, it's going to be a placement completely. So we are
Okay.
responsible for preparation, development, testing, documentation, resume preparation, interview preparation, FAQs, everything, client name specifying. This all.
Okay.
Only thing is, when we are explaining, you have to go through that, practice multiple times and ask for the doubts and clear it and get more assignments and do the practice. That's what has to do. So openings
Yes.
are there, everything available.
Okay.
Okay. Fine, guys. This is about the second demo. Let's meet you tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be our third demo. So we'll talk about that another process how we can do. Today we did three things. One is user account configuration. Second one is report development. Third one is report deployment. We need report development and report deployment. And we have also gone through a couple of tools which we use in our Oracle applications for this. Around 6 to 7 tools we use. One is for this file uploading, database connectivity, front end, and other activity.
Sir, and one of the index of this course, sir?
Sorry?
Index, like what are the contents of for this?
Yeah, tomorrow it will be our syllabus.
Okay.
So tomorrow we'll talk about the syllabus. Okay. Thank you guys. Let's see you tomorrow at the same time, same meeting ID. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Thank you, sir.